experiments the Republic's been conducting. Xenophobia, genocidal conditioning. I can hardly believe it.
I know it's ghastly, unethical.
You know, I had this same idea years ago.
Wait, what?
Yes. I didn't have the backing or the resources to pursue it, but the hypotheses were there. Never imagined the Republic would beat me to it. Didn't think they had it in them.
I'm patched in. I'm not seeing the HK droid in the cell the curator marked. In a place like that, you would know if they did. For now, let's assume the HK unit is still somewhere in the high security ward. We just need to pinpoint where. There's an old monitoring station nearby. That should have records on prison transfers in and out of the unit. Once you slice into the station, I should be able to find out where they moved the HK unit. Here's hoping it's still in one piece. I'm in. I'm seeing a lot of movement in the high security section from the riots. Prisoner transfers, retransfers. Oh, check. All the droid records are using an old serialized system. I have no data to tell me which is which. I need you to acquire some serial keys from the forces nearby. I just need a few to be able to patch the data together.
Jikuyusa ulatuva, jihalukta chabad I tavsta andale. Lucha e tuta mishka, kusnumami bunawa twipi.
Were you able to find the HK unit? Was it intact? Excellent! Now let's see that memory core. This is incredible! An actual intact HK-24 memory core. It's a shame we couldn't get the whole droid. I can't power up the memory core on its own. Maybe I could plug it into this old astromech. Just give me a minute. This shouldn't take long. Worst case scenario, it's full of old tactical data. Best case, we find layout schematics, engineering blueprints, or...
Exclamation! What is happening? Where am I? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Hey, take it easy, buddy.
Assessment. Weapons malfunction. Movement malfunction. Conclusion. Irreparable damage inflicted. Warning. Self-destruct protocol commencing in 3, 2, 1. Hypothesis. Self-destruct capabilities appear to be offline. Directive. Destroy basilisk droids.
Oh, no, you don't. Well, one step forward, 2 steps back, huh? Still, I'd like it to not try and destroy the thing I'm trying to save. I'm not sure what I can adjust to make it not freak out like that. And I don't want to risk damaging the memory core. Maybe the curator could help us find a way to calm it down somehow. And honestly, he owes us. Take the droid to the curator, see what he can do with it. I'll work on a containment procedure here, just in case.
again. I can't thank you enough for helping me obtain this excellent addition to my gallery. It really adds an air of... Wait, what is that? Is that the droid you chose for the HK's memory core? I didn't think you'd be foolish enough to put it in an astromech, honestly. Oh, it's highly unconventional, but I think I could put together a restraining bolt for this, combination. Then it should comply to your requests. If you wouldn't mind, I'll need a few materials from my secure storage units. You'll find them buried outside. In the meantime, I'll need to reinstall the HK memory core into its original chassis to make some modifications. It's the only way to successfully access its heuristic processor. Should be a fairly simple process. It's the only way to ensure they're not found if my rivals ever manage to locate this place. The most dangerous components cannot be trusted in the hands of thieves. Only by those incapable of recognizing genius. Oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna power it on. It'll be purely for diagnostic purposes. Now hurry! The sooner you collect those parts for me, the sooner you can remove your droid abomination from this hallowed gallery. Please, help! I don't know what happened. It just powered itself on!
Request. Remove yourself from the secure location so that I may complete my mission.
It's trying to kill me! Do something! But please be careful! It may be a killing machine, but it's a priceless antique! Oh, thank the stars! The chassis is still mostly intact. Nothing a servo driver can't fix. It was hardly my fault. The HK schematics failed to mention the reserve power supply. I blame the manufacturer for this oversight. But seeing as you saved my life, and the HK chassis is still in relatively good condition, I can whip up that restraining bolt for you. The first step, of course, will be removing this memory core as soon as possible. And there. That should do it. Very unconventional, but it's the best work I could do under the circumstances. I would appreciate you not turning it on until you leave the premises. This murderous memory core seems to not like me very much. I assure you, everything is in working order this time. You have given me quite a bit of excitement and a crown jewel to my collection. I do value my privacy, however. If you keep my secret, I'll keep yours. A basilisk droid is quite valuable. I hope you know what you're doing. It would be a shame to lose such a prize to careless hands. Now, if you don't mind, I have my restoration work cut out for me.
So, how'd it go? Again? Oh, sick.
Greetings. I am HK-24, happy to serve indignation. I will not resign myself to correction. I will assist in the repair, destruction of basilisk droids. Analysis. Basilisk droid parts require objection. Revealing classified files is forbidden. Procurement and synthesis. Assessment. Processing.
Well, at least it's not trying to murder us anymore. It'll take time, but I think we can get some useful information out of this droid. Oh, and something else I wasn't expecting. The curator contacted me directly. He wants to sponsor the repairs of the Basilisk droid. I just hope he can keep this quiet. Yeah, no kidding. And it's the least he could do after you handed him one of the rarest assassin droids in existence on a platter. Thank you again for all your help. You've already done so much for the Basilisk droids. And for me. It's a long road ahead, but it'll be worth it in the end. I promise.
It's a steal, he said. The investment opportunity of a lifetime, he said. I swear, Gizmo, when I get my hands on you and Liz.
Did you hear? Sestri's missing. Her husband hasn't seen her for weeks. Really strange. I never thought she'd just up and leave, especially with her pa the way he is.
Gizmo paid me a pile of credits not to tell anyone where he was. I told him if someone comes along with a better offer, I'm taking it. He's been hiding out in the Leggett Lounge, seediest place on Ord Mantell. You better move fast. He's more slippery than a fleek eel.
I told you it wouldn't be ready until tomorrow, Nolan. We talked about this, remember? These things take time. You gotta have patience and put some trust in old Gizmo. Oh, jeez. How did you find me? I mean, why would you want to find me? Who hired you? Which coward sent you to do their dirty work? Don't listen to them. They're all talk. A few investments don't turn out the way they hoped, and they get all bent out of shape. You'd think I'd cost them their life savings or something. So, what can I do for you? Need something fast? Credits? Something to take the edge off? A hush-hush ride out of Kessen's Landing? Whatever you can dream of, I've got it all. Sure, not a problem. I will need a quick little favor before I can help you, though. Normally, this place is last on the Republic's list of priorities, but for some reason, a few of my most recent business enterprises caught the attention of SIS. They've got agents following me around every corner. I've been laying low while they sniff around, but I gotta get out there among the people if you want information. You get those agents off my back, and I'll get you every last scrap of information you're looking for. No tricks, just two people having each other's backs. That's so rare nowadays, you know? I'm going to assume you've been to my office already. If you head back there, you can pick up a few toys to help you root out where those busybodies are hiding. Once you find them, make sure they can never bother me again. If you catch my meaning, signal me with this when the job's done, and I'll meet you at my office. Pleasure doing business with you.
Sorry, friend. We're about to lock up for the day. What are you talking about? Is there a problem? We honestly don't know what's going on. Whoa, there's no need for all that. If you just, now!
That's not necessary.
What are you doing here, Krovos? Funny. I was just wondering the same thing.
Your new friend was very concerned about your presence in Kessen's Landing.
What? What are you talking about?
Quiet. A member of the Dark Council is speaking.
Oh, yeah, of course.
There is a healthy dose of dissidence in this part of Ord Mantell. A separatist movement that's been dormant for years is beginning to stir. This man supplies those separatists with rations, weapons, whatever they need. For his trouble, an anonymous benefactor pays him offensively large sums of credits.
That is an absurd and frankly a reprehensible accusation. I serve everyone to the absolute best of my ability.
Your benefactor works for me. The Empire has many vigilant servants in every corner of Ord Mantell. When you reached out to your contact, inquiring about the size of the ransom the Empire would pay for such an infamous visitor, word passed quickly to me.
That's not... You can't.
You little worm. I've killed for less than this.
I know. It was stupid. You're the one who busted down my door and said an attack was coming? Can you blame me for trying to score enough credits to get out of the blast zone?
If I were to be perfectly honest, I appreciate the fact that you were so eager to take advantage of this situation. But I would hate for all that I have invested on Ord Mantell to go to waste due to one man's greed and stupidity. I have also received reports that the rift among the Mandalorians is spreading in a way that threatens the Empire's interests across the galaxy. I will not allow these hidden chain Mandalorians to disrupt what I have built here. Together, you and I will ensure they meet a swift end.
I had no time to consult the rest of the Dark Council about this. I'm relieved I didn't need to.
That is understandable, especially so considering your close proximity to the current leader of the Mandalorians. However, I have a vested interest in the network of resources and information that has been established here. I will see to its preservation myself. With my help, we can put an end to this distraction quickly and return to our business, without destroying years of work. We will require assistance from local agents sympathetic to our interests.
Me? You want my help? I thought my part was finished.
Are you saying you are of no use to us?
You make a very convincing argument. And anyway, I reckon that Mandalorians running through the streets would put a damper on expanding my business prospects. Now that you mention it, I've got a separatist buyer who's been real pushy lately. More than usual. Keeps talking about something big they've got in the works. Could be connected to this hidden chain you're all worried about. Could be coincidence? Only one way to find out.
What do you suggest?
I just dropped a weapons shipment for this buyer. I'll shoot her a quick holo call, tell her I forgot something. That'll buy us time before she makes the pickup. Meanwhile, you two go to the drop point, wait for her to show up, and find out if she's in with these Mandalorians. Piece of cake.
Except for one thing. How do you know she won't run when she sees us?
You see, my buyer and I always arrange handoffs in the geothermal station outside of town. There's an old ventilation shaft that'll get you in and out completely unnoticed. Use that for the old element of surprise, and she'll never see you coming.
This better not be some kind of trap.
I understand your suspicion, really. I do. But I know a good deal when it's in front of me. I'll keep my ear to the ground while you're gone, see if I can pick up anything else that'll get you ready for this attack.
Do not let him out of your sight.
I'll just, do all my asking around from in here, I guess.
The way Gizmo said we could infiltrate the geothermal station. Tread carefully.
Watch out for the gas!
In there.
Gizmo, you failed to mention there were pockets of hot gas in this ventilation shaft.
Right. Sorry, that happens sometimes. Someone switches a wrong lever or two. Or three. There's a control terminal somewhere in there. Should be quick and easy to shut off the gas.
Done. The gas is off.
This does not bode well for Gizmo. If this meeting with Gizmo's contact does not produce the desired results.
I suppose Gizmo's plan to interrogate the Separatists is out of the question.
At least now we have answers about their involvement with the hidden
Out of the way, now! Let's see how you fare against me.
That is quite enough.
Okay. Take it easy, and don't come near me.
You can wield the Force, but you are no Jedi.
You're right. I'm not a Jedi. As for whatever this is I can do, I've got bigger problems. I was trying to find my sister. I haven't seen her in days. Mina works here, so I thought... I ran into them instead.
How fortunate for you that we arrived when we did.
I had it under control.
You call that under control?
I got away from them for a minute before you showed up. But I messed up. Got distracted.
Distracted? By what?
Cooling rods. They're the only things keeping the thermal station from blowing half of Ord Mantell into a crater. Those Gundarks in the fancy armor were taking crates full of them out of here. I tried to stop them, or at least slow them down. If we don't find those cooling rods and put them back, this whole place is going up.
I'm not interested in a fiery death. Not right now, at least.
The problem is, I don't know where they took the cooling rods.
We need a backup plan, quickly.
Damn it! My sister told me about this. There's a quick fix, but I'll need your help.
What do you need me to do?
We can redirect the water from the reservoir into the back spillway. That should provide enough coolant to keep things stable. For now. Someone's gotta watch my back in case there's any more of them around. And someone's gotta stay here to flip the spillway switch when I give the signal.
I'll stay here. Contact me at once if you need backup.
Let's go!
I'm surprised you didn't try to fight me too, or run.
I don't care who you are. You let me live. I've got no problem with you. Not sure if you care, but my name's Petra, by the way. To shut off the emergency systems first, so the spillway will stay open.
Got it.
What is happening? I just lost visuals on several monitors.
It's fine. We're overriding the emergency shutdown.
Whatever else you need to do it quickly. Temperature levels are 30% over capacity.
It's not that one! Need to get the runoff channels open. We'll have to do it manually. It's, I'm pretty sure it's that one.
Are you sure?
No, but it's our best shot.
70% over capacity. If I don't hear from you soon, I will open the spillway.
Just need to divert the water from the reservoir into the spillway.
90% over capacity.
All right, that should be everything. Tell your friend to hit the switch.
Krovos, open the spillway, now!
Everything seems to be returning to normal. I don't see any other alerts.
Good. Keep watching. If anything changes, let me know. I'm gonna find out where the rest of the hidden chain went.
Understood.
We're in the clear for now, but long term, those cooling rods have got to go back where they belong.
The people who took the cooling rods, do you know where they might have gone?
Well, there's no place for shuttles to take off from here, and they couldn't have moved them all on foot.
Hey, I don't have long, and I know you don't either.
What do you want, Russ?
There's something you need to know. Not tomorrow, not in a little while. Jakaya, he's taking way too long to say it.
So he asked you to tell me?
No, he's so focused on what's going on, he didn't even notice me sneak away to call you. I don't know how else to say this. Mandalore is missing.
Missing? What do you mean?
I mean, no one can find her. Jack can't even get in touch with her over comms. The traitors are out in full force, and it's like she's just disappeared.
I'm fighting Shay's enemies for her, and she's hiding. If she doesn't turn up soon...
We're working on it, okay? You just keep an eye on Ord Mantell. Speaking of, how's it going down there?
We are trying to stop this place from melting down, remember?
Who was that? What's she talking about?
I found her holding off a group of hidden chain, by herself. She says they've taken cooling rods out of this geothermal station. Do you know what Heta would want with something like that?
Not a clue, but I'll let Jakaya know about this. You need anything, call, alright?
All these strangers show up and my sister disappears. And like an idiot, I've been helping one of the strangers. That Mandalorian you were talking to? How do I know he doesn't have something to do with all this? How do I know that you don't have something to do with all of this?
If I were working with the hidden chain, why would I kill them? Why would I help you?
I don't know. Why would you? Let's just get this over with. As many cooling rods as the Mandos took, they need something big to move them. There's an old tram system that runs out of here. It's not in the best shape, but it would get the job done.
It's a start.
Fine. It's this way.
This data is a mess, but it looks like the trams were heading toward a supply depot.
Fort Ronig. I know it. It's a good place as any to start looking. I'll show you where it is. Faster we get this done, faster I can get back to looking for my sister.
Krovos, are you there?
Here, and waiting for an update.
We might know where to find the cooling rods. Fort Ronig. If the Separatists let the hidden chain in there, I doubt we'll get a warm welcome. I need a way in that won't raise their alarms. Contact Gizmo. Lean on him for any intel he has on the area.
I'm not entirely certain we should take his advice on infiltration again, but I will see what he has to say.
Apparently it was caused by seismic activity from the geothermal station.
So we might be able to catch the cooling rods before they get to the fort.
We can try. There are maintenance hatches that can get us into the tram system. Let's see if we find any smashed up separatists.
Everyone's still going about their business. Didn't anyone notice that the geothermal station almost melted down?
We see worse things on a regular basis. Something like that isn't even worth cutting your lunch break short over.
The crash knocked out the power to the whole tram. How do we get this door open?
Hold on a second. There's a gonk droid. Hook the little guy up to the door panel. He'll have enough juice to get us into the tram.
This is painfully slow.
Give it a second. I'm sure it's nowhere near as fancy as the droids you're used to. But I promise, it'll get the job done.
No cooling rods in here. Hold on. What's in there?
Are those cages? What is all this? What were they doing? Mina! Mina! Oh no. Rami. I didn't know him that well. He was a friend of Mina's. No one's seen him the last few days either. I was starting to think that maybe they just ran off somewhere. Somewhere better than here. And she'd call and tell me how great it is. That's what I get for hoping, I guess. Or she could be worlds away by now. We need to finish this. This hidden chain scum has a lot to answer for. If that's what you want to do, go right ahead. I don't know why it's so hard for your type to spare a single thought for people like us.
Have you made any progress in retrieving the cooling rods?
Of course, that's all she cares about. I doubt you imps care, but these are my neighbors. My family. I'm not interested in looking for anything else but them.
The situation is not ideal, of course, but I hope you remember where your loyalties lie. If we retrieve those cooling rods, keep them out of the Republic's hands, we turn an increasingly discontented populace against them. And if the Empire returns the rods, if we save this little backwater settlement, imagine what they'll offer in gratitude. Intriguing. If it works, of course. My recommendation is more than a request. I understand that you are allied with the Mandalorian leader, but do not forget your other obligations in all of this. Krivos out.
Fort Ronick isn't far from here. I bet a month's wages they just walked the rest of the way. You want to take out the rest of the hidden chain? Let's go find them.